Good day, everyone. This is Coach Reese coming at you with another great video. I'm hoping all is well with you and your family and that you're enjoying your day. Today's title of today's video is called Life is Like Running a Marathon. And I feel that this video is very important, young people, because you must learn how to proceed forward in life regardless of what circumstances you may face. And so that's why I feel that this video is very important. And I hope and pray that you young people will learn something from it. Before I get started with my letter today, I have a couple, three things that I want to talk about before I get started with this letter. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. The first point is you should never set up roadblocks for yourself. And so what I mean by that is this. In life, you're going to have ups and downs. In life, you're going to have ups and downs. In life, young people, you're going to have trials and tribulations. And so when you're encountering a trial or tribulation, do not set up a roadblock. So what I mean by that is don't just hunker down in that particular situation and do not try to figure out how to solve the problem to get yourself out of that situation. Young people, we all are going to face problems in life. And so when you face these problems, you must learn how to deal with it. When you hunker down into a problem or situation and you refuse to try to resolve the issue, you're just causing yourself more misery and more pain. And to me, that's just unnecessary. You must try your best, young people, to figure out how to solve problems or trials or tribulations. One of the ways is, do your research on that particular problem. Nowadays, a lot of young people have cell phones and tablets and things. So just ask your phone or tablet, how can I resolve this or that third or the third? Also, if you have a close relationship with your parents or some elders, don't hesitate to ask your parents or elders about a certain situation. You'll be amazed at how much experience they may have in that particular issue. Because like I say, young people, everybody has experienced problems in life, and so it is up to you to figure out how you need to resolve them. And that's very important that you do that. Every single day of your life, young people, you should find something to rejoice in, and to me, when you find something every day to rejoice in, that's just going to strengthen your spirit, for the good, what I mean? So like, in your case, if you guys in grade school, and you scored like a B or A on a test, rejoice in that, what I'm saying? And that's something you all should strive for, to make B's and A's in class, preferably, it'd be nice to make an A in the class, but if you're doing your best and all you can make is a B, then, rejoice in that, what I'm saying? Also, other things, like, for example, if you are a member of the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or whatever, and, I think in the Boy Scouts, I think the highest rank is like an Eagle Scout or something like that. So if you achieve great things in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or whatever, rejoice in that. If you guys are athletes, y'all play basketball, football, or soccer, or what have you, and you guys win a game, of course, rejoice in that. So find something every single day, young people, to rejoice and be happy in. Because what that does is it energizes your spirit on the inside, and it makes you feel really good on the inside, and it gives you a boost to proceed forward in life. Young people, you have no idea um, how much, how grateful and thankful you should be, for the basic things like, you know, um, if you, I'm just saying, if by chance you can't think of anything to rejoice and be happy in, rejoice and be happy in that you are able to eat. You have plenty of food to eat. Be rejoice and be thankful that you have plenty of clothing, and rejoice and be thankful that you have a place to stay. Those things, unfortunately, a lot of people may not have those things on a regular basis, or they may not have it at all. So if you have plenty of food, clothing, and shelter, you need to rejoice in that every single day and be thankful. Okay. The last point I want to talk about is you need to practice being peaceful. Um, what I mean is, you know, do your research on how to become a more peaceful person. You know, um, try to find books to read and study on how to be a peaceful person. Because I'm gonna tell you something: the more peaceful you are, the better off, the better life you'll live. Because when trials and tribulations come, that peaceful spirit will rise up in you, and you'll learn how to endure the pain or suffering that you're about ready to encounter. You know, being a peaceful person has tremendous benefits. First of all, you'll be able to handle trials and tribulations a whole lot easier than the average person. And also, being peaceful, I think it may also positively affect your health. You know what I'm saying? Because, when folks, I think when you have one of the things that may trigger someone's high blood pressure is, maybe stress or different things. I'm quite sure that stress has a negative effect on your health. So you must practice and learn how to be peaceful, young people. The sooner you do that, the better off you'll be. I'm going to start my letter today. The title of my letter is Life is Like Running a Marathon. Life is like running a marathon. I remember back in the mid 90s, I was proceeding towards the end of my enlistment in the Navy. I was required to take a physical training test, or PT, every 6 months. For many years, I never really cared about the PT test because as long as you were not the last person to finish the test, they really did not bother you on your performance. That poor strategy for me failed when I reached shore duty. I came across a PT coordinator that was by the book. I was literally I was literally on a time clock doing my run, and according to my age, I failed the test. I was required to do PT several days a week until the next test, which was 6 months away. Honestly, I honestly hated the situation because I was in, because during this time I was partying at clubs and pursuing women. This was a tremendous roadblock for me because I had to get up early in the morning to PT. Every morning during the week, I had to run, do push ups and sit ups until the next test. During this time, I made up my mind that I was not going to be discharged on medical because of this PT test. I made up my mind that I was going to finish what I started many years ago. I was determined to pass the PT test and receive my honorable discharge. And that is exactly what I did. Yes, I made it to the finish line. I passed the PT test and received my honorable discharge. Young people, I want you to understand that life is like running a marathon. If you if you if you are physic if you physically run, You have to place one foot in front of the other, or you will fall. Running long distance requires extensive training. Can you imagine being able to run over 20 miles in one day? You can do it if you are willing to train for it. You have to be willing to sacrifice several weeks of training to prepare for a marathon. You also you also have to eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, and other foods to help in the training process. To You also have to eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, and other foods to help in the training process. You can do it. The question is, are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to endure real pain in order to achieve your goal? Nothing good in life is easy. Nothing good in life is easy. Are you willing to dedicate yourself to the task at hand? Young people, life is like running a life. Young people, life is like a marathon. A true athlete does not stop because he or she is a little sore. I have seen boxers get knocked down to the floor and get back up and fight. In life, young people, you are going to have ups and downs. When you're on the high part of life, everything is great. But when you're on the low side of life, are you willing to gather strength within yourself to get up and move forward in life? Bickering and complaining, bickering and complaining will get you nowhere in life. Complaining will add more frustration to your problem. At some point in your life, you're going to get married and have children. Your husband or wife will be depending on you to be your husband or wife will be depending on you to be responsible and take on problems that you will face. Your children will be depending on you to be a good provider. Set a positive example for your children on how a mature adult should behave and handle real serious responsibilities. In life, you must learn to run in life you must learn to run peacefully and gracefully every day of your life. Run towards your problems, run towards the issues you face, and establish a plan to solve the problem. Run with perseverance every day and knowing that brighter days are ahead of you. Keep running peacefully until your last steps. As you grow older and you begin to walk, walk with your head held high and knowing that your life's goals and dreams were fulfilled because you made that sacrifice to do the right thing. The best way to live, young people, is to live your the best way to live, young people, is to live your best life today. Learn from your mistakes and proceed forward in life. Okay, young people, that concludes my letter for today. And in all my letters, I touch on 3 points on wisdom. I touch on a point, my statement dealing with critical thinking. And then I end my video with the ending statement of practice. And I'm going to go ahead and start with that. I'm going to go ahead and talk about my 3 points on wisdom. Point number one, wise people are good listeners. Point number two, wise people have the thirst or desire to learn good knowledge and spiritual knowledge. Young people, point number two is very important. Point number three, wise people have the courage to teach their wisdom. So, young people, I encourage you to do your research on the topic of wisdom. And I pray, young people, that you pursue wisdom with the utmost seriousness. Young people, when you pursue wisdom with the utmost seriousness, it will benefit you in the long run. Okay? I have a statement dealing with critical thinking, and it goes like this. Always be a critical thinker, young people, especially when making big decisions. Always be a critical thinker, young people, especially when making big decisions. So, young people, I encourage you all to do your research on the topic of critical thinking. And I also encourage you to talk to your parents or guardians about the topic of critical thinking. And your parents will help you navigate the differences between making big decisions and minor decisions. Young people, it's just my humble opinion. The sooner you become a critical thinker, the better off you'll be. I'm going to go into my ending statement of practice. I love you, young people. I want the best for you. I want you to practice using love and wisdom in all that you do. Life is a game that you must learn how to play. Practicing love and wisdom with your family, friends, and loved ones creates a powerful team. Love conquers all, young people, even if you feel defeated. So, young people, I encourage you to keep loving and keep growing and gaining in wisdom, and God will bless you in a mighty way. Young people, I encourage you all to hit the thumbs up on this video. I encourage you all to share this video with family, friends, and loved ones. And I encourage you all to subscribe to my channel. At the end of the day, young people, I want you to accomplish all your goals and dreams in life. And I want you to be the best person that you possibly can be every single day of your life. That is very important. I have one more nugget of wisdom before I officially conclude this video, and it goes like this. Don't ever think that you're better than anyone else, young people, but rather think of yourself as just as good as anyone else. Humility is a vital key to a successful life. I pray that you young people will take that to heart. I'm going to officially conclude this video by saying this. May God bless you and may God keep you until we meet again.